Good evening, this is Nerds the Human, and welcome to this air-only Battle Royale in Rome Total War, and this time we have the finale of the Missiles-Only affair, with an intriguing list of champions, including some pre-Marian Romans on this here occasion. Very nice to see. They've got an awful lot of troops, very cheap and cheerful. And indeed, who else is coming to the fore? Well, the Greeks won, weirdly, potentially just because of sheer numbers again. Heavy peltas are pretty solid, as well as, militia cavalry. Any units with, or any faction with cavalry has always got an advantage, but I'm pretty sure all but one here do have cavs, so that might be slightly negated. Definitely one of the factions with less in terms of numbers are the Scythians, some Scythian noble archers. Excellent units all around, some very strong infantry archers over here. So these guys will be able to stand and fight an awful lot longer than most, although there aren't many of them to do the fighting. Numidia victory. Ooh, that was an unusual one as well, wasn't it? A lot of people were expecting Egypt to make it through, but no, the sheer numbers of this did a good work, although let's be fair, Numidian cavalry, excellent units. They could do a good job here today. They're definitely very similar to the Julii setup here, except stronger cavalry, so they should be one of the favourites over the Julii in that regard. As for Armenia, well, they come in with by far the strongest unit of any faction, and two of them, for that matter, cataphract archers. Uses up pretty much all their money, though, so they did try and throw it away in their heat, but they were pretty dominant, all things considered. They've got the best units. They could be easily seen as a potential champion. Spain are in here with the mercenaries, of course. We've got the Rhodian slingers and the Balearic slingers. Just they did well last time. They picked a good position on the hill and they shot everyone down. They actually stood and used their missiles. So maybe we'll see some sensible tactics from them again. And of course, like I like to do, we're going to throw in the rebels with their little blend here. So Pontic heavy cav, Scythian horse archers. And then we've got heavy peltas and some archer warband. A decent spread there, and somewhere in between numbers and sheer power. I'm not going to use my Amazonian infantry, who are technically missile units. I suspect they would absolutely rip apart the field with all of that. So I'm going to resist that on this here occasion. But if you want to know how to make your own units, I'll put a little link at the top there. However, we are going to be battling today on the Cappadocian Forest map. This is quite good, I thought, for lots of factions. Plenty of hills, but you've got to make sure you use them sensibly. So we'll see how the AI deals with that. Do support your favourite faction down in the comments below. As ever, we are a medium difficulty, so no buffs or debuffs. Let's get into battle, and let's see how the AI fares.
Day has dawned. This will be a bloody one, come what may. There stand the Greeks, ready to fight or die. Today, I think we should send as many of them as possible to Hades. Slaves have also decided to throw in their lot with the enemy. Such low behavior is to be expected. They have been brought to the battlefield by muling infants instead of leaders. We are outnumbered, but that only means the foe was scared to come at us fairly, with honor. They will, unless completely unthinking, try to use the woods to screen some of their troops. And now, to arms! Let us harden our hearts and think of Rome and all we can do for her. Then we will do our duty to Roman honor!
It's a rainy afternoon here in the Cappadocian forests. A man of the people, you've got to say, giving his speech among his men, and this is not a bad position to start in if you are this force. The rebels curse down the hill. We need to take them down. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. It looks like they're going straight for them, having given that speech about the rebels. However, how are we looking in terms of the rest of this battlefield? Armenia, if Armenia are on this hill, and no one starts here, if Armenia grab this hill, they will surely shred everyone. You've got to say, we're going to miss some key battle here, because there is a lot to potentially keep an eye on. What is everyone going to do here? Now, these heavy peltas should be good in these battles, but we haven't seen them really come to the fore too often. Mainly because they don't seem to know how to close the distance and get themselves shot down too often. As for these archers, yeah, get them standing still and get them actually shooting, and you might well do very well indeed. A crack of thunder there, just to show the gods' dismay at what's going on. Oh, we do have a battle over here, by the way. Scythia and the Greeks. Okay, that's interesting one. Scythia throwing their good units straight in here. They don't get your javelins in. Don't let them throw their javelins. But Scythia are charging down the hill at them. That could be very powerful indeed, especially these archers get shooting. Greece could be in a lot of trouble if it's not careful, yeah, because these guys, Scythia, are riding this unit down already. That's one of their archers gone. Ooh, that's not looking good. They're sending their cav after them, but so far to no avail. Archers, if you start shooting these guys down, Greece will be eliminated before it even begins. Oh, they've got the hill. They are shooting down. They're shooting down at those units, not at the cav. Take the cav out. They need to go. They've got 2 more units shooting in. Oh, the Greece are in big trouble. They've got their javelins up and ready, but I'll be honest, yeah, the vultures are circling. They know that your death is indeed coming. We finally have ourselves a bit of a skirmish between the Julii and the rebels. There's some flaming arrows coming on in now, and yes, the warband, the barbarian warband, are clearing them off. In fact, the heavy peltasts are finally doing what I've told them to do. They're running into the fray. You are some of the best infantry in this battle, and some of the generals having to come in now. The crack of thunder once again, and the Scotsmen come to join the commentary section. But that is the rebel peltasts being taken out. These archers just want to support. They could really help this out, but I suspect these two are going to take each other out quite badly here. You can see the Spanish seem to have drawn in the rebel cav here. That's odd and very stupid of him. Stick with your lads, man. But they're not doing it. They're now going to get slung to death. They're not in the position they're in originally, though. Not in the good position they were the first time. Back over here, Scythia are indeed clear. Oh, that's the Greek cav. Well, they're not Greek cav because no one needs to bring Greek cav to a battle. Militia cav are fleeing. But the peltasts are now coming in. And while the barbarian or the Scythian archers are better in hand-to-hand combat than most, they're still going to have the disadvantage against these guys. Albeit there is a hill. And yeah, we just got archer fire going on. They have cleared them out. So at this point, the Greeks have kind of lost a lot of their infantry line. But there are more peltasts yet to come. They're downhill. It's not a good position to be. I think Scythia are doing a good bit of work there. As for Numidia, there's a lot of them, and they haven't done anything yet. Oh, Armenia just sitting on this hill. They're climbing around the side of the hill. Interesting. Right, looks like the rebels have been cleared out by the Julii. That indeed seems to be mostly it for them. Good work by the Julii, taking these guys out. Weren't really the numbers and not enough strength in that force really to do that job. So, Scythia cleared out the Greeks. A couple units still hanging around, but mostly they are indeed gone. Cavalry are going to come in for a charge. I don't think they'll be taking these guys out. They're a bit too strong in the hand-to-hand. I don't think they'll be breaking anytime soon. Greece, they still have their general. Heading over to Numidians, seeing softer targets. I think you're going to find a lot of arrows coming your way very soon, sir. I'm not sure that is going to suit you. So we got victory for Scythia, victory for the Romans, and everyone else playing it quite lightly unless they've been murdered, like the Greeks and the rebels. We finally have ourselves some battles with Armenia here. Numidia send their cavalry out. This is an interesting one, actually. The cataphract archers obviously will shred them, but these archers have been caught out here. They are going to melt. They are not any good in hand-to-hand. And that is not the whole of the Armenian army, but it is a little segment of it. Good work from those guys to clear them out. I think that's the rebels officially gone. One Spanish unit here chased off the final cavalry unit of those guys, and the rest of the Spanish just wandering around. They haven't really lost too much yet. Yeah, there's a little bit of a battle that went on over here, but it looks like, yeah, that's the rebels taking on a lot of those Spanish mercenaries. Very interesting. So yes, at this point, these guys, yeah, Scythia are now done. They're just trying to chase down that last unit. Armenia are dealing... Oh, they're going to pick off a load of these guys. Oh, the Numidia. You've got yourself broken up here. You don't want to be doing that. They did a good job to clear off that unit, but they've now lost their cavalry to Armenia. You are indeed going to get shredded by those guys. I think you just need to get as many arrows as possible on the cataphract archers and hope beyond your cracking voice that you can actually win it. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's working out for them. Okay, as for the rest of this, Julii, a nice formation now. Interesting. I'm going to get the whole group back together. They might well decide to change what they're doing at that stage. But yeah, looks like Spain Are they going to claim this hill again? Oh, the Mercs are going to reclaim their hill, and if they do that, they're going to be hard to defeat. This is quite dangerous, actually. The Armenian Cataphract Archers are chasing people down. That is not what anyone wants to see. The main reason they even struggled to get through the first round was because they just didn't bother actually charging in with these guys, didn't bother finishing anyone off, and they would just stand around getting shots. But if they're actually going to start coming on in and finishing people off, there's going to be big trouble for everyone else. I don't know how you kill these guys if they're going to be that little bit more aggressive. You can see Armenia here charging forward, some archers back there. Still got the general hanging at the back, and that's more enemy generals fleeing. Not sure who exactly that is, but Greece, I think, are officially DED dead at this point. They got almost nothing left. Not officially, I don't think. There does seem to be something hanging around here. No, that is them gone. They are officially gone. Numidia and Scythia taking each other on. There's not enough Scythians here, actually. They might have used up a bit too much of their strength taking on both of these forces. But these barbarian lads are going to be much better than the Numidians. They might, though. Oh, they gain experience. I think they actually will have enough to defeat them, actually. That's going to be an interesting one. Numidia got themselves a little bit in trouble here, taking on Armenia. Not the most sensible decision. They've lost one of their cav. They're sending the second one now. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you haven't got enough support, and you're going to get shredded by their arrows. They're long range as well. They're the only long range cavalry arrows, I think, that are in this particular affair. Actually, no, I think the Scythians probably do as well. Can't remember that. So, they're going to come in for hand-to-hand. I don't think that's a great idea. There's a lot of rain. There's some arrow as well. Can't really tell. That's more Numidians gone on the flank there. Oh dear. I think Numidia made a big mistake here. Taking on the Armenians. Oh no, that's a very rarely said phrase in Rome Total War. But taking on the Armenians. Foolish, foolish decision. Because these guys are absolute menaces. And Numidia will keep fighting. This could be an interesting one. How many are they going to take out? I don't know, because he's Spain, by the way, about to take on the Julii in the distance. And that could be an interesting one because they both have quite a lot of units left. There go Numidia. A little bit of Scythians chasing people off. They're pretty weak at this point, but you never know. People coming back into the battle at the end sometimes can do the job. Numidia with a few units left that just need to be cleared out, but Flaming Arrows coming in support. I don't think they'll be lasting very long. Yeah, you just got a bit of the troops coming back into battle here. Just a bit of cycling round. That is to be expected. But I think they're largely dead at this point. Spain, Spain, Spain. These are our mercenaries, of course. I don't know that they have enough here. They don't have cav. That's a big disadvantage. But, yeah, they've been pulled off the hill by the Julii here. Clever work by the Julii. Back with Armenia, and they finally seem to be clearing out the regrouping Numidians. Is that them gone? There's one left to be cleared out, I think, if this unit goes. Oh, they cleared off the archers. Well done, Numidia. That actually could be an important blow for Armenia. They lose their supporting fire, but that is the last unit you haven't yet routed. I think they're basically gone at this point. For some reason, the Julii are just running away from the Spanish. I mean, if they want to envelop them, they absolutely could. They've got the numbers on them at this point. Scythia, meanwhile, are just regrouping. Oh, he says, as they take out the Numidians. I think that is them officially gone. Oh, there we got the charge of the cavalry. That could be the melting of the Spanish. Oh, no. Oh, no, the Mercs. The Mercs have done too much running. They've got themselves exhausted, and the cavalry's charged in. They'll probably end up winning this actual hand-to-hand fight here, maybe. Oh, no, they've just recharged in. That was an impressive charge there by the cavalry auxilia. Second charge, just wiping them out. They're gone. They are massacred, macerated, all of the above. All of the words that may or may not make sense in this particular context. Spain, I think you can probably say out of it now. Nothing for the Mercs to do. Julii, with massive numbers here. They could be... The pre-Marians couldn't win, could they? That would be disgusting. Elsewhere, Armenia are just mopping up all that's left of Scythia at this point. The Scythians did do a little job to finish off Numidia with them as well, but yeah, they've now been caught out. Scythia are just down to that one main unit of cavalry who we're hanging out with just a moment ago. Armenia just mopping people up, probably for the best actually. Just keeps them out of the main battle. Scythia can do damage to the Julii. To be honest, their best bet might actually be to go and deal with the Julii at the same time, because there's just so many numbers here. And okay, there's still quite a lot of Cataphract archers, but they have taken some knocks. Be intriguing to see if these guys turn up at the same time as the Scythians. Those Julii could be in trouble, but otherwise, surely they've got a really good position here. And Oh, surely the numbers is going to be enough. The Scythians have arrived and the Julii are wandering around. Stand still and shoot, you fools. If they're not going to do it, this unit could mop up the entire force by itself. It absolutely could. Just look at this beautiful, beautiful armor. They are running away and they're very tired, but they're not completely exhausted, surprisingly. They're going to pick them apart, aren't they? It's going to be a massacre. There's going to be routes ahoy. That's the first of them. Armenia are a little bit far around the corner. They haven't arrived at the same moment. If they just stand and shoot, though, they will surely rip them apart. But the Scythians could do a lot of damage here, and you're going to need your missiles to take out Armenia. I mean, I said surely the numbers is going to win it, but Armenia are formidable. They're actually running into battle now. They could make this very, very interesting. Scythia just going to mop up that guy. They might be distracted by Scythia. They might not have seen over the hill coming the Don Cataphract archers. Oh no, that could be a problem. These guys, they're going to be aggressive. Yeah, they are. If Armenia are aggressive, they are surely going to win this. Get yourselves in. They're very slow. They're exhausted. They are incredibly heavy. They might actually struggle to run into people at this point. But they're going to catch the odd unit. No, they're not. They're going to specifically not charge into anyone. They're just going to stand there and die. That's how you lose, lads. That is how you lose. But maybe he's just going straight for the general. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. But that is how you take out some of those Cataphract archers. That was a good hit there. But there's still another unit way back in the distance somewhere, mopping people up. Surely, you've got to say Armenia are looking incredibly powerful right now. Scythia have not taken much damage either. The Romans have failed to stand still and just shoot them down as they arrived. As a result, this could all go very wrong. But Armenia look like might be interested in the Scythians. That might just be what the Julii need. Oh, they're going to do it. Oh, that is exactly what we needed for the cinema here. This is making it very, very interesting. And the Cataphract archers are, I think, tearing them apart. That's Scythia gone. Oh, guys, you might have wanted to let them do a little bit more damage first. Technically, Spain, by the way, is still in here. There's one unit that was left in the distance. I think they'll be gone soon enough. Surely, Julii lost too much and all of that, though. I mean, they're doing good work here. Doing the skirmishing, getting the arrows in. That's what they need to do. But there are more minions in the distance, and I suspect there's no way that those guys aren't going to end up coming back to haunt the Julii. And the Spanish are gone now, thanks to the Cataphract archers. You can see the reinforcement Cataphract archers are indeed arriving, and surely this is just a simple stroll to victory at this point. I kind of find it amusing, actually, thinking about how close Armenia came at certain moments to not winning their own heat, just by standing around getting shot. But I imagine there's surely nothing now that can happen other than these guys just rip the Julii asunder. They're just too powerful. You needed to stand around and shoot them. They have failed miserably to do that. Julii done well. Pre-Marian's done very well indeed, but ultimately, surely, it's got to be all over at this stage. I have a feeling the Armenians have run out of arrows, though, because it's just endless skirmishing going on at this stage, which is a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. Just give up and die. We've actually got ourselves an arrow versus a javelin battle here, except they're not doing anything. They do have instructions to do what they want to do, but they're just standing around. Well done to these archers for being alive, by the way. Didn't actually give them credit for that, but they are still there. Bit of skirmishing at the death here, but you can see why. If you play as Armenia... Oh, that was a darkening sky quickly, wasn't it? Yeah, it's the end for the Julii. You can see why if you play as Armenia. And you get, oh, that is unlikely to work well for you, lad, if you want to charge in. Yeah, if you play as Armenia, 2 of these Cataphract archers will mop up any rebels on the field. Just go around clearing up everything. They're excellent at that job. They could do some damage with some skirmishing, but I suspect there's no missiles left. So I'm not sure how this is going to end, but surely this is just a matter of time. Honestly, I could watch these guys run around this battlefield forever, but I don't think there's any way for these guys to win at this point. So I'll give them one final chance to actually engage and have a bit of a, proper battle to finish off and die. You can withdraw if you want, lads. I wouldn't mind. But, sure, there's nothing they can do. Finally, one of them managed to get caught. Down goes the general. He's now dead. This guy no longer has any control of himself. He's someone skirmish, though, so you know what, sir? I don't care anymore. You've lost the battle. Embrace your death. This is clearly the end right here. Go down like a damn hero. And, yeah, there we are. He's so miserable. The Armenians remembered how to kill them. It was a noble showing, Julii, particularly for pre-Mariam. But this hill is not Roman, it's Armenian. Oh, excellent. 1,000 kills for them. Sivir 800. Very, very noble and worthy. Julii did pretty well, albeit they had an awful lot of men deployed. But yes, in the end, the two factions with the least units on this occasion, the quality told, which is the complete opposite of what we've seen perhaps for the cavalry, where with the cavalry only, yeah, we tend to see numbers did very well indeed. But the AI just doesn't know how to use lots and lots of archers. Just stand still and shoot. Anything approaches will be shot to ribbons. But nope, they just keep dancing. When you dance, you often die. That should be on a t-shirt, I guess, but I don't really know how it makes any sense. It does in this context, though, I suppose. Well, there we are. Magnificent and a well-deserved victory for Armenia. Once again, you can see just how powerful the cavalry can be in this. 212, 213 gills for the cavalry auxilia, and indeed, they would fail in the end. But I would say it's been an intriguing one, seeing how the AI fares on this kind of nonsense. We could throw together, actually, in a grand finale, the winners of the cavalry only, the archer, or the missile only, and the infantry only. Should the infantry win, but you never know. We can see how that goes. So maybe we'll throw that one in before too long. But for now, I will be leaving you. Thank you for joining me on this air only affair. As I say, there'll be some more of these in the near future. I mean, we'll have a series before too long, probably Medieval 2, so do look out for that. Of course, do give me any suggestions of any other random battles that we can do here in the comments below. And if you enjoy the content here, then do consider becoming a member or here on Patreon. You can, of course, support the channel simply by liking, subscribing, and also by getting involved in that comment section. I hope you will join us next time, but for now, I will leave you. I'm Tanoz the Human. This has been a glorious victory for the Armenians. Thank you, friends, and tally-ho. In come the fire arrows, and if you're not aware, by the way, this is actually a traditional Bergen greeting. It says, come and dance with us, come and dance in the flames, come and dance and die on our streets. We have ourselves a foothold in Italy. They broke! We had them entirely surrounded.